Hello, my name is Malene, and I'm a Playful Knitter. Hello and welcome. Hi og velkommen. My name is Malene. I am a Danish knitter coming to you from the northern part of Denmark. I am the Playful Knitter, both here on YouTube and on Instagram, if you want to head on over there and see what's going on. This is my podcast all about knitting and music, because I am a musician by profession, so I try to connect the two because those are my passions. I love to knit and I love to play music. So here on my podcast and on all the vlogs that I do, I'm vlogging at the moment, which is why my brain is like full of stuff like that. But you will hear piano music and everything will be played by me. So yeah, thank you all for checking in. If you're returning or a new viewer, you're also very, very welcome. I'm happy that you want to check in. Today I have some FOs for you. A little bit of whips. Not that many actually. And I want to chat a little bit about the upcoming KNITATHON. I also have a winner of last episode's paid forward present because we don't use the G word that much. We don't want any trolls. Yeah. And everything that I chat about today, I'm all over the place this morning. Whatever. Everything that I chat about today will be linked in the description box below. The patterns, I will put in colorways for the yarn, so everything will be down there. And if you're missing something, just please leave me a comment. And even if you're not missing something, leave me a comment because I love to read your comments. Thank you so much for all the ones that I've gotten already. It's such a joy to get to know you guys a little bit better. Lots of you tell me where you're watching from and what you're knitting on and all stuff like that. It's just, I love that. So as I said, I have a winner from last month's episode. And I also have a new one because I need your help. And of course, I will give you something to help me. No. But I do have also a paid forward present for this episode. But let's chat about that a little bit later and just jump right on into the knitting because I have so much to tell you today, both about the knitting, but also about some fun stuff coming up. So as I said, I am vlogging this week. It is the week of Easter here in Denmark. So I've been off from work and the girls have been off from school. Lars had to work the first 3 days, but now he's off too. So of course he is not here. He's at his boat, getting it ready to go in the water. That is his big passion. And yeah, I love that. I'm very, very scared of water and boats. So I'm trying my best to be supportive from land. If those are even the words. We're very early in the morning still, about 8 a.m. But I've been wanting to sit down for so long and just did not have the brain space for it. It is today, March 30th. It is Saturday. Yeah, so I am just making it with the podcast in March. Yes. Today we're going to go to my sister's for Easter lunch. So yeah, I'm up early and I'm sitting down to chat with you guys. And I just said that we're going to see some knitting and then I just continued chatting. Okay, here comes the knitting. I have finished my biggest piece to date. This is huge. I'm not going to be able to show you just on screen right here. So I will take like a little video of it and put in so you can watch that while I chat about it. But I will hold it up so you can see because this is massive. Look at this, you guys. It's huge. It is my Jelly Roll blanket. This is a pattern by K.F. Jones of the Bakery Bears. And it is amazing. I've knitted on this blanket for, when did I start it? I think I started it in December of 2021. Yes, I did. Because this is yarn by the former company Birk and Berg, Birk and Berg, Christina and Nina, and I'm not sure if the first one, there's 2 Advents in here. Let me say it that way. The first one is inspired by a very famous old Danish TV show called Matador. That's Monopoly or Matador. It's kind of a two-faced word. So it can either mean Monopoly or Matador. And did you guys dye that together? I'm doubtful now. Whatever. And the one from 2022 was Beverly Hills 90210 themed, and Christina dyed those colors. Why do I feel like she dyed them all? I'm pretty sure she did. Yes, she did. There's my brain. So this is just a humongous, amazing blanket. So, and I did the I-cord. I was like, do I really want to do the I-cord? But then once I got going, it wasn't that bad. So it is not washed yet. And it's probably full of cat hair because I started using it right away. And even while I was still knitting, it was so big that I could just cover myself in it and just cuddle up. And my kitty likes that too. So when I'm cuddled up in this blanket, she'll just like lay on the part that I'm not using. So it's probably full of cat hair. Disclaimer. This yarn for the I-cord is not Birk and Berg. That is from It's Yarn, their sock base. And I think it's a colorway called Fjell. Yeah, probably. It's a great one. I thought it'd be good with a neutral. Let's see. These colors, the first ones right here is the Beverly Hills 90210. And then on the other side are the one from Matador. And I just love it. Every time I sit down and put this blanket on, I feel like I'm getting a big warm hug from a very dear friend. Yeah. My happy blanket. Very, very big. Yeah. And then another not so small FO. I have been testing patterns for Stephen West, and it started out that I just applied to test a sock. And then once you get kind of in the rotation, you're offered to test other things if you'd like. You can just, yeah. And then I saw this shawl. It's kind of massive too, but I'll try to show you. It's his, I don't think it's his newest shawl out. He's just getting them out there. It's crazy. I don't know where he gets the time. It's amazing. So many wonderful patterns. But this is the Faded Undulation Shawl by Stephen West. It is big. So like let's start down here. It starts here and then it just grows and grows. Am I showing you yeah. Let's show you the front. There we go. And this is just all the garter stitches that you guys know I love. And then with just like a little kind of lacy pattern, maybe you can see, hopefully. And then you just fade 5 colors. And when I was chosen to do this test, you can see it gets quite wide at the end. Very, very wide. I texted Malene from It's Yarn and I said, would you help me put together a fade? So I guess this is an ad because I got a discount because I was using the yarn for test knit. And she put together this fade for me. All the colorways will be in the description box. She did multiple fades for me to choose from. And there are ones with all the greens and all the ones that are like my go-to comfort colors. But I chose this one because I wanted to like challenge myself. Like this one, I would never choose. But I love it in this shawl. I think it is just gorgeous. It is their merino single. And look at this one with all the neon speckles. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. It is their merino single, and I think that's my new jam. Knitting with merino singles. Oh my gosh. That is just, I love every stitch, every stitch. So the faded undulation shawl here in one big bunch. It's a big shawl. Like when I put it on, it's massive. So, but that's good. I like that. Those are the types of shawls that I like because I like to keep warm and have them just all up in my face when it's winter time. And there's a cat. Oh, here she is. I put the blanket down on the floor and she's like, is that for me? You say hi, Miss Zipper. No. Or you're just being Miss Thang. Kissy face. Go cuddle on the blanket. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do I have other things than socks? Oh, yeah. Right there. Something is going on. No. You guys will have seen these so many places, both on Instagram and on YouTube. And honestly, I thought that I was not going to knit one. I was just like, well, I wanted to knit one when I first saw it, and I'm pretty sure that was Chevis showing it on her podcast, Chevy Rall. I love that podcast. If you don't know it, go check it out. I'll leave a link. I was like, that is cool. And I just kind of slipped out of my mind, and everybody else started doing it. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't need to. But then I showed my friends this new thing going on Instagram, on YouTube, and they're fun ladies. And one of my friends, her birthday is on Tuesday, and I thought, well, I'll knit one for her because she will see the fun and the joy in this. And then I knitted this little one. Now, I've followed the pattern exactly, but I've only held yarn double, so fingering held double, and on a 3.5 millimeter needle. So it is smaller, and I knew it was going to be, and that's just fine. That's what I wanted. All kinds of scraps. I don't know where they're from at all. Just something I had laying around. This is like something soft, with a bit of like floof on there, and yeah. All kinds of things. And the waddle and the comb. Yeah, I think it's so cute. This is Chick Corea. Chick Corea is a very famous American piano beaker. She's just very, very, very talented. And since she is a piano beaker, she's not able to leave my house. So I'm going to have to make another. But this is like, it takes you like a day or 2 evenings of knitting, so it's just fine. I will be able to make another. She has to stay with me, right? And then this little girl moved in. She's knit all in Jameson of Shetland Spindrift. I do have the colorways for that, and I will also leave that in the description box because it is easier that way instead of sitting here naming them. And she's even smaller because she's knit in 1 strand of Spindrift on a 2.5 millimeter needle. Did I say that this is the Emotional Support Chicken by Knitting Tree LA? I don't think I did. The Emotional Support Chicken by the Knitting Tree LA. It's a wonderful pattern. And this is Chick Phil Kalana. She just loves to knit all day, sitting on her little yarn nest, knitting away. And my original thought was that I thought she might turn out a bit smaller, and then I was going to make like a basket that was kind of a nest with some Easter eggs in there and put her on and then give her to my sister. But first of all, I think she's very cute, and I'm very selfish with my knitting. If I'm not certain that people really want it, I'm kind of reluctant to give it away. And I think this would be too big for my sister to have sitting around in her house. If I had made it like like a smaller one. I think she would have found that very cute. So I'll gift her something else that she will enjoy more, because it's kind of hard. Maybe you should probably know what I'm talking about, but you know, I love to make stuff for people, but I also don't want to push my hobby and my knitting on them. And I think, I don't know, that's so hard because I don't know if this would be a situation like that. I don't know. I've made her like some small Christmas trees and she loved those, but I think that's about the size that is good for her. So this is too big. So Chick-fil Colana is also staying in my house. And then before Tuesday, I will knit one more that I will make myself. Let it leave the house for my friend to enjoy. And that will be kind of more this style because I have more of all these scraps and I like the size of it. So it's very huggable. So she will get Chicoria the second. And now for the socks. I've test knit 2 pairs of socks this time. One pair I don't have here to show you because as soon as they were done, they moved into Ella's room and she's sleeping right now. So I don't want to go disturb her and pick them up. But I will put up a picture right here. It is the Brioche Break Socks by Stephen West. They're fun. And I knit those in all kinds of scraps too. It's fingering yarn held double, so a DK sock. It takes no time. And the pattern is just wonderful. And I like the way that you can play with all the colors. So yeah, the Brioche Break Socks by Stephen West. And then these ones I am just very, very excited about. There's one and there's 2. They're almost the same, but I changed around this. These are the Serene Socks by Kim from 3 by the Sea Designs. And they're just, I think I said this on my last episode, they truly are a serene knit. I knit these in yarn by A Lonely Sock Lady. They're also a DK sock. And she did some sets with the DK stripes and a main color. And I thought that I would change things around this time and just use the stripes as a contrast. And I think that turned out kind of fun. In the pattern, Kim has no instructions for just using the pattern on the front. And you can also use it all the way around. She has this DK version, but also a fingering version. And let me show you, because I just finished the fingering version last night. I told you multiple times also last year that Lona from A Lonely Sock Lady, she has her challenge going both last year and also this year. And I honestly thought that I wouldn't make it for March. So I have not put any pictures up on Instagram that I'm entering for the March drawings, but that's just fine. That's not really why I'm in it. I just want to knit socks in her beautiful yarn. And this colorway is from her Gilmore Girls Yarn Club for this year. The March colorway is Lucan Waltz. Yes. And these are the Serene Socks, also by Kim from 3 by the Sea Designs, in fingering weight. And this pattern is just absolutely amazing for the stripes as well, I think. I changed up the heel on this one. It's a wrap-em-all heel. Karen, my friend, and I, we have the Sock Knitters Club together on Instagram and Ravelry, and we do sock patterns. So it's like a club for all the sock knitters. If you want to join us, come have some fun. We have a new pattern out. It is a vanilla sock with this exact heel. It is both in Danish and in English. So it's like a short row heel, but there's a bit of heel flap on here as well. So a tiny gusset, which gives it a bit more space. So I guess you can say that these socks are kind of a mashup of a vanilla and the Serene Socks, but I do find that these are mostly the Serene Socks, if I'm being honest. And I just changed the heel to a wrap-em-all heel. Yes, but I will link both the pattern for the DK version and the fingering version of the Serene Socks and the wrap-em-all vanillas in case you guys want to check it out. One more pair of socks. These are for Lars, the hubby. I'm knitting the Van Gogh socks. The yarn is from Opal, their Van Gogh line. This is inspired by the painting with the sunflowers. You guys probably know that. I think it's just wonderful. It is just a plain vanilla sock, but I chatted a bit about last time that I've started, inspired by Amy by Noble Character Crafts, to do like a reinforcement here right under the front of your foot, the ball of your foot, yeah, and here on the heel, right on the bottom, so that the slip stitches from the heel flap continues a bit under here. Let's see if I can show you a bit better if I take it off the blocker. Just a minute. Right there, you can see it. So they continue. And Lars is my guinea pig testing these socks. He's already been given one pair with these modifications, and he says it is lovely and nothing has holes in them yet or anything. But the thing, and I might have mentioned that, the thing is he doesn't really wear holes in his socks that often, but you know, better safe than sorry, and he just loves them so much. I have started knitting my opal yarn on a 2.25 millimeter needle, so they're a bit more like dense, and he says he loves that modification because they fit way better on his foot and they do not stretch. So I do 64 stitches and on a 2.25 millimeter needle, and that fits him perfectly. He has big feet. That's all good. As soon as you get here, I do, after I'm done with the gusset, I do 30 rounds of plain vanilla and then 30 rounds where I have the slip stitches on the bottom and then a rounded toe, and then I'm done. So yeah, they'll just fly. And these will too. We went to my mother-in-law's house for Easter lunch yesterday. It was so nice. And I had the first sock almost done, just like a couple rounds, and then I did the toe. And by the time Lars and I were home, just sitting and watching a bit of TV together before going to bed, this one was done. So that's how fast they go. I had the cuff started already because that's what I do, you know. I knit the two cuffs, and then I have the one cuff just sitting waiting for me to be done with the first sock, and then I don't have second sock syndrome, and I'm done with the ribbing that I do not enjoy that much. So yeah, so fast knit, very, very, you get into like a flow very easily, and yeah, big, huge recommendations from me. I think those were all my FOs. I had another pair of socks laying here because I did some washing the other day, but I showed you those last time. So let's go into the whips. I have two whips that I want to show you, and actually the first one in here, there's another teeny tiny FO, so let me show you that first. I have a friend, I'm singing in a choir, and one of my friends from there, she is expecting a little baby boy and loves knitwear for her kids. So I went into my stash, picked out some scraps, and started on a little baby sock. And they are done. Look at these teeny tiny cuties. They're not washed yet, but they're so tiny. And she was like, well, my kids usually have a bit, their feet are a little long compared maybe to other babies. So if you would knit the foot of the sock a bit longer, then they will fit for a longer time. So I did. But then when I was done with these, I was like, no way are these going to fit a newborn. They're tiny, but still. So I cast on another, oh, and I just, hold on. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I just pulled out the needle. So cast on another pair. I have no clue what these are. Well, yes, this is some Falcolana Orvetta, and this is some Life in the Long Grass that I was gifted at one point. And this was another gift from a sweet friend too. And I'm knitting a second pair. Teeny tiny pair of socks. But I think these might be too tiny. So now I really don't know what to do. I don't know, maybe they'll fit. If not, they'll fit a doll. And I'll find a little one that has a doll who needs a pair of socks. So, yeah. These are, no, I don't remember how many stitches. 32? 36? Maybe. I don't know. But I do think that this is like way too narrow. So I'm probably just going to rip it back and put a couple more stitches in there. Yes. Oh well. So baby socks on the needles. How many stitches would you guys put on a vanilla sock for a baby, like a newborn baby? Let me know. Help me out, please. Then to something non-sock related. It is in here in my Gilmore Girls bag that I got from Homespun House. It was like a set with some yarn and this bag and a stitch marker. And in here is something that I'm very, very excited about. It has taken just a tiny break these last couple of days because it kind of hurt my elbow a little bit, but that's just the way it is with me and 4mm needles. I maybe should check out my technique. But in here is a blanket. I'm all about the blankets at the moment. But this blanket is the Zigzag Zen Blanket by Annina. Also a very wonderful podcaster. She is from Finland, but she podcasts in English. She's linked below because she is very, very amazing too. Go check her out. Look at this. I love the construction of this blanket. So you start knitting a square and then add another and a third and a fourth, and then you just go on. It is fingering weight held double. You can also knit it in DK weight yarn. I am using, excuse me, Drops Fable as my main color in colorway 121. I think it is called, is it called Wheat? I think it is. And then I'm using my, here's some little leftover with cat hair on it. My Advent from last year, 2023, by Ladybug Yarn, her Downton Abbey Advent. I'm very excited about that, and I think the colors are just looking beautiful. For the first sections, I can just hold one color double on itself, and then after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then by section 7, I'm holding 2 20-gram skeins double. And I've just paired them so they kind of look like each other. Maybe you can see. There's not much of a contrast right here. They fit together pretty well. Let me see if I can show you. Like that. And they will go together for one stripe. And it's all garter, and you connect so you don't have to sew afterwards. It's just connect as you go. It's so nice and squishy, and it's a wonderful knit. Yep. So that's all my needles. And that's about it. Since I finished my socks yesterday, and it's been a weird time. I've talked a little bit about it, but it's just, I've been very overwhelmed with things. So it's just, I've needed to just finish things and not have too many things on my needles. But right now I'm feeling a little bit stressed that I don't have enough things on my needles because I finished all the socks. So actually, the only socks I have on the needles right now are these. That's no good, you guys. And I went down and looked at my stash last night when I finished the serene socks, and just to prepare some yarn to cast on another pair this morning. And I wasn't able to choose the yarn. So now I don't know what to do. I cannot not have socks on my needles. So I think the plan will be to cast on another pair of Van Gogh socks for Lars, and then I'll just see what I want to do. Because come April 1st, there will be the new stripe of the month from Lone, the Gilmore Girls, and I definitely want those on my needles. So maybe I'll just let myself lean back a little bit and just knit on this lovely blanket and start the baby socks over. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. Crazy. You know, it's not really a challenge just because you can't choose. It's a privilege to have that much to choose from, actually, if you ask me. I want to knit all of the things, all the socks and all the yarn. And I can't choose, but I will eventually. Now, I want to play you some music. Last time I asked you to help me out recommending either a podcaster or a famous person or somebody that I could relate the music to like I usually do. And I think, you guys came up with so many amazing suggestions, and I have written down each and every one of them, and I'm keeping them, and I will use them in the future. But sorry to be repeating myself, but I have not had the brain space to figure out which piece of music to choose and which knitter to choose first. And so this time I'm the knitter of the day because all I want to do is really play you one of my favorite pieces of music that has played a big role in my life. I have always listened to Elton John and loved his music. And he probably has more than this, but one piece is a piano solo piece. So just a tiny bit of words in the end. And I just love it so much. And I stumbled upon sheet music the other day when I was bustling around in all my sheet music back. That's my music wardrobe. No, it's not a wardrobe. It's not clothes. But all my music and all the things related to my teachings and stuff are in the closets back there. Cupboards. So many words for one thing. And I stumbled upon the sheet music for this piece, and I was just like, this is what I want to play this time. So thank you for all your help. It is greatly appreciated, and I will make very good use of it. But this time, you're just getting one of my favorites. So I invite you all to sit back, relax, and let your stitches flow. Okay, there's some exciting things coming up that I want to chat to you about. But before we do that, let's announce the winner of last episode's paid forward present. This is the yarn that she will be gifted. This was donated by Amrit from Amrit Strek, the Cascade Heritage sock yarn. This colorway is number 5773. It is beautiful, so beautiful. And it is so very soft and squishy and lovely. And the winner of this skein is KNITATHON. I did a random comment picker and she came up. I will put the comment and the picture up here. So congratulations and thank you all for entering. Please, KNITATHON, I don't know what your name is, I'm sorry, but contact me on Instagram, The Playful Knitter. Send me a message, let me know your address, and I will get this out to you. And for next time, here's the new skein, because I need your help again. This is Ladybug yarn, her alpaca sock. It is 60% superwash merino, 20% alpaca, and 20% nylon, 400 meters per 100 grams. And this colorway is called Last Flower. Look at these colors. It is so beautiful. And what I'm going to ask you to do is related to something that is very exciting to me that will be happening next Saturday, which is the Spring Knitathon, hosted by the lovely Pia from Traveling Miss Knits. I think this might be the 5th knitathon, actually. Yes, it is. I said it wrong the last time, so I'm sorry, Pia. But the 5th time that she's hosting a knitathon. That is amazing. What will be happening? It is on Saturday the 6th, starts at 3 p.m. Central European Time. Please, if you could just figure out yourselves what that is in your part of the world. And it runs until Sunday the 7th, 3 p.m. Central European Time. And on Saturday evening, I will be live here on my channel doing a little concert. And here's where you guys come in, because I need your help. I've already picked some songs that I want to play, some pieces of music. I have some suggestions laying around from previous times, but I invite you all to please put your favorite song or piece of music in the comments below, and I will do a random comment picker again and play some of your songs. I would love to hear what your favorite song is. And then before next episode, I will again use the random comment picker for this skein of yarn and announce the winner on this screen, because I will never ever leave a comment to your comment saying that you have won. If you get a comment like that, please let me know, because it is a troll and we need to eliminate those. Yes, dude. The only way that you can know that you have won is if I say your name and put the picture of your comment up here on the screen. So this is the prize for this episode that I will announce the winner of next time I am back. Yes. So the Knitathon on April 6th through the 7th. I'm very, very excited and very grateful to be able to be a part of that again. Yes. So this is the episode 14, I think. Then next Saturday there will be a live, and after that, not too long after that, I will put out the Easter vlog, the weekly vlog that I'm working on right now. I will put that out. So lots of things should be happening on my channel this coming time. Dude, you're distracting me. He came in, he had some food, and now he wants to go back outside. And he's letting me know it. But I want to show you some things before I get up. I went to the Fiber Folk Festival. What date was that? March 16th. I had the most amazing day with lots of friends, lots of knitters. I chatted to some of you guys. It was just, I loved it. Thank you so much for making my day so very, very special. Coming over to say hi and just chatting and knitting, and I loved everything about it. I was going to do a vlog from the day, and I did film just a teeny tiny bit, but nowhere near enough to do a vlog. So I'm just gonna put the footage at the end of this episode so you guys can see a little bit about what was going on down there. I did, of course, purchase a couple of things, not that much because I have enough yarn and I can't even decide which pair of socks to cast on next, so. But before I show you what I got at the Fiber Folk, I want to show you the March colorway from the Sock Club from It's Yarn, because it is just absolutely beautiful. In Danish, this is called Sort Sol, Black Sun. Here is the inspiration picture. And we're actually lucky enough to have a place here in the southern part of Denmark where you can see this. So that's amazing. I love this color. This is her sock base. It's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon base. Yeah. It will be a pair of socks, but I think I might wait and collect all the sets for the whole year and then see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. And then let's see here. Actually, before the festival, Lone, a Lonely Sock Lady, had a shop update, and I purchased this colorway, and she brought it to me at the festival. That was just wonderful. So this is the colorway Ugly Duckling, and I just love it. The contrast is silver, but this reminds me of like a retro Donald Duck. Do you agree? Okay, the boy agrees. So I thought that was so cute. And I'm kind of in a yellow mood, which you will notice when I show you the other yarn that I purchased. Okay, a little backstory. Last year I did the Easter egg socks cowl, and a couple of you like texted me on Instagram and said, hey, should we do that again? But again, with the brain space, and Easter is so early this year. So I was like, I really want to knit socks with you guys, but I don't have the time to set everything up for a cowl. So what I hope that you will want to do with me, let's still knit the what are they called? Contrast. Oh. Way to go, Malene. Contrast. The color palette socks. It was in there. The color palette socks. I'll put it on the screen and in the description box. So it's like a sock where you knit like, palettes of colors. And I want my main color to be yellow. And then I saw this one. This is a plant dyed. Using heather, yes. Hello, editing Malene here. I cannot believe that I neglected to tell you almost anything about this amazing yarn. I didn't even mention the dyer. This yarn is hand dyed by Birk. Let me show you right here. There's the label. They plant dye yarn, and their colors are just amazing. This is a sock yarn. It's 80% mulesing-free merino and 20% nylon. And as I mentioned, it is colored with heather to get this beautiful yellow color. And it runs 210 meters per 50 gram. And this is a 50 gram skein. So yeah, There we go. Heather. I think this is a beautiful yellow. So it's going to use this. And then I went to the Camajo shop over there to her booth. And then I saw this. This is her Camajo sock yak. It is 65% merino, 15% yak, 20% nylon. And this colorway is Yellow Hammer. So it's one of her birds from last year. And I have to say, I think this is gorgeous. Look at that. So now I have two very, very beautiful yellow skeins of yarn. I don't know which one I'll use for this project. I'll see, but they will definitely be used, both of them. I think they're gorgeous. So what I want to do the color palette socks, use this as a main color, this yellow, one of them, and use some of my pink mini skeins. Do you see him back there? He's really trying to be annoying, so I let him go outside. That's his style. Dude, it's a crazy cat circus. I want to pair this with like a variety of pink colors that I have from my mini skeins. And then I will do it, how to explain this? I will do it in the style of the color palette, but then I think I will do the stripes a bit more narrow, like the Crazy Sock Lady, like Kay does with her scrappy stripy socks. You know what I mean. Scrappy stripy socks, where she has them on the leg a bit more narrow, but I will still do the yellow in between. Yeah, whatever. So next Saturday during the knit-a-thon, this is what I'm going to be casting on. A color palette sock with a tiny bit of modifications. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just do a normal one. We'll see. But if you want to knit with me, this will be called the Spring Sock Cal 2024. I don't think I'll do any prizes or anything like that. So it's just like an informal gathering Cal. Just let's knit some socks together. Just for the fun of it, not for prizes, just because we want to knit socks and have a good time together and show each other what we knit. So if you cast on April 6th for the Spring Sock Cal 2024, use the hashtag on Instagram, and let's say we will knit until May 31st, because after that summer starts, well, calendar wise anyways, and if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're not, apologies for the word and the choice for the spring. I'm not trying to exclude anybody. We can knit socks together no matter what. Yes. He is truly suffering from having to wait to go outside. Yeah. Every time I've gone to Fiberfolk, I've looked at these bags. Here's her logo, Strijkefabrieken. And this time I was like, well, you don't really need any yarn. So go look at these bags. Gift yourself a bag this time. And I found this and I fell in love. Isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? She uses Liberty fabrics. And these bags, I cannot tell you how well made they are. They're just gorgeous. There's pockets in there. It's like a drawstring, and they're so sturdy. They stand up all on their own. And just, so gorgeous. And I was just standing there and I was going to pay it, and she was like, she gifted me this bag. Can you guys believe it? I feel so lucky. So lucky. She was like, well, yeah. So I purchased this to go along with it because I loved it, and I want to support great makers like that. It's just amazing what people are sitting down to create for us to enjoy. So a little notions pouch. This is my wristband. And here is the little extra that you get when you order yarn from Lone. And right next to the Strikkefabrikken, there was Mit Strikke Eventyr. I will link all the shops in the description box. And she had like stitch markers and needle minders. Look at these little kitties. Aren't they cute? And then these little stitch markers right here. Let's see if I can, let me take these out. See, I'm really into the yellows these days. And a pink. And then this one, because this looks just like my little Miss Siffy. The little stripy cat with the little belly. Yes. There we go. So those were my purchases. No, I'm lying. I also went and chatted with my sweet friend Natasha from Deadly Daisies. And she's let me, she does all the patches and all the merit badges and stuff and bags and everything and all really, really, really cool things. But this is one of her new ones. And she had this in all kinds of colors with the glitter. And it says Glimmergoose. That means glitter goose. Maybe you can remember I talked about earlier this year, the glitter goose cow. A glitter goose is, no, it's not you. What you say if you love to put on sweaters or hats or anything glitter, earrings, then you say, oh, I'm such a glitter goose. And I wanted that patch for my collection. So that's what I purchased. So I'm so ready for the Knitathon to be here to play some music for you guys. I hope that you will join me live Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central European Time. I will, by that time, have casted on for the Spring Sock Cal 2024, the color palette socks in one of these yellows, paired with some pinks. Yeah. Oh, the bells are ringing. The church. I like that. Such a nice sound. Okay. Well, I think that was about it, you guys. Thank you if you're still here. Thank you anyways. I will let you go for now and put in the footage that I have from the Fiber Folk mid-March. So yeah, I hope to see you for the Knitathon April 6th at 9 p.m. here on this channel. It is Central European Time. And don't forget to leave me a comment telling me your favorite song that you would like me to play. And yeah, let's get ready for some spring and some knitting. Thank you for being here today. I wish you all the best and lots of hygge. Bye, take care. Good morning. It is Saturday, March 16th. And I'm up early today because I'm going to go to the Fiber Folk Festival. And I thought that I would take you guys with me. Show you a bit of what's going to be going on. I am so excited for this day, and that is finally here. Yeah, life has been crazy for 2024 so far. So this day, just to hang out with friends, hug yarn. I'm so excited. I'm road tripping it down there. My friend Charlotte is coming to pick me up in just a couple of minutes. Okay, let's get my tongue on straight today. It is almost 7 a.m. I've been up for a while. I've had a shower. My hair is still weird. I'm going to let it dry a bit more before I put it up or something. Yeah. But I'm ready. I've got my knitting packed. Socks, of course. I have my knitwear ready. I'm just excited to go. Yeah, as I said, we're road tripping it down there. Charlotte is picking me up, and then we're gonna go pick up Dorrit and Liselotte as well. I'm so excited. Yay! Let's go.